It all began with the relentless march of progress. In the 1850s, the British were laying down the arteries of their empire across the Indian subcontinent. The railway was king, a symbol of power and modernity. In the vast, sun-baked plains of Punjab, engineers John Brunton and William Brunton were constructing the line between Karachi and Lahore. But they needed ballast, the crushed stone that secures the railway tracks. Then, a local rumor offered a solution. They said it was full of strange fire-baked bricks, a place they called Harappa. They found mounds littered with countless hard, uniform bricks. To them, this was not history. It was a quarry, a gift from the past to serve the present. Their job, under the expansionist policies of Governor-General Lord Dalhousie, was to build railways, telegraphs, canals. And these bricks were the perfect, ready-made ballast they desperately needed. So the destruction began on an industrial scale. For miles and miles, the railway line was built upon the pulverized remains of a 4,500-year-old city. The very engine of progress was erasing a chapter of human history, a story of iron and steam silencing the whispers of bronze and clay. Enter Sir Alexander Cunningham, the first Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India. A former army engineer with a passion for antiquities, Cunningham visited Harappa in 1853 and 1856. He collected artifacts, including a remarkable stone seal, carved with a pictographic script and the image of a bull. But he failed to grasp the full significance. He tried to fit the evidence into known histories. He relied on ancient Greek accounts and travelers like Xuanzang, mapping ruins onto those stories. He speculated these mounds were Sangala, a city tied to Alexander the Great's campaigns. The seal confused him, an indecipherable script, an alien style. He guessed it was imported. He published this view, calling the mounds a later Buddhist monastery complex. He stood on the edge of a discovery that would rewrite history, but couldn't see it. The Indus Valley civilization was nearly lost again. First, physically, railway ballast, now intellectually, misfiled under the wrong label. Cunningham's work remained foundational. He was right that Harappa mattered, but his inability to imagine an earlier civilization kept the truth buried. The mounds stayed secret for 50 more years, waiting for a new generation willing to let the archaeology speak. The turn of the 20th century brought a new kind of leader to India. Lord Curzon, appointed viceroy in 1899, was a stark contrast to many predecessors. He was appalled by the state of India's ancient monuments. He was an imperialist, but also a scholar with a genuine passion for history and art. Sites were being cannibalized for building materials, a dereliction of duty, Curzon argued. He believed the empire should act as custodian of India's immense cultural heritage. One of